All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Facebook land, and other social medias that we're showing up on here, YouTube as well. Hello. Justin Clark here with my co-founder, Paul D'Souza. We are the co-founders of iCoinPro, a company we started back in 2017, and here we are still alive. Multiple crypto winters later. Multiple bull runs later, and we're still doing our thing and putting people in touch with crypto, educating them, and teaching them all about how these markets move, how they work, and also how to trade them. So that's kind of what we've been doing for years. And Paul, we have some people who've been with us from day one all the way through to present, and boy, are they happy they stuck with us on this journey to where we are today. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's been a very humbling experience to see people that are very loyal to the company from day one. And I don't think it's because you and I are nice people. I think it's just we got some nice products.
Oh, absolutely.
Really nice.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not social pariahs over here, so that's good.
No, but we got amazing software, and it's weird, like how we transitioned. Initially, we started off as this education company, but then we started developing all this cool software. We came out with the Trade Finder, and we added all the additional modules to it, the Buddy Coin Crawler, the MACD Crossboss, and all those additional pieces of software just grew our suite. Until the point where we then launched the portal and all of the things that are coming down the line, which then turned us into a software company. And one, like you said, that has survived multiple crypto winters, multiple bear markets. And the reality is that we've seen companies come and go, especially in this space. The home business space was inundated with so many scams and dodgy companies and fly-by-nights that we're here one day and gone the next. And iCoinPro since 2017 has been around. We've never gone anywhere. And the best part about it is that we've never missed a single day of paying out commissions to our affiliates. So if you are an affiliate that's looking for something to promote, iCoinPro could be your meal ticket. From day one, like I said, we've never missed a payment paying out our affiliates. And they love promoting iCoinPro because we have a sustainable evergreen product, and it's not going away. And we have ideas and things that we're going to be implementing for the company to then take us to another level, which we'll touch on in a bit. Justin?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny when you mentioned that. I still remember our very first event. And first off, I want to say good morning to Lise, who's here. She said, they said good morning this morning. And welcome to everybody else as you come on here too. If you want to let us know if you're watching this live on replay, let us know, drop a comment, drop a like. Hey, if we say something funny, drop a laugh emoji. I mean, whatever you want to do, get crazy. So there, he's busting it out. There it is. So and to speak you were saying and talking about early day members. Hey, Dave, how are you from Australia? Dave's been around for a minute here with iCoinPro, trading for a long time with us. So I still remember when we were at our very first event and you had the presidential suite and you had your first Apple Watch that you got, Paul, and we were getting our very first notification of potential trades. And they were coming in on your Apple Watch as emails. And we were so excited because it was such a watershed moment for us, right? It was a moment where we were like, wow, this is the direction we needed to go. This is what we're going to do. And now to have the iCoinPro trading portal, this unbelievably gorgeous piece of software that we have. I'll even just, again, for people who don't know trading, this may look a little bit like, Greek to you. But for those who do, know trading or have some idea, this is a beautiful piece of software that is our software. We have created this from the ground up, all the code we own. It tracks and finds trades for us 24/7. It tracks our own individual trades. It tells us when we're in profit. It tells us when we potentially should be buying more of the coin to take that trade and turn it around and make it profitable. It does all of this for us, and it builds out, lists of coins that we need to watch for potential trades 24/7, 365, all automated. And we're not stopping there. In fact, we just finished a major upgrade to this piece of software that was on the back end that just made it even zippier, even faster, and to handle the traffic, because our membership base is growing, the crypto markets are growing, the amount of data that's coming through is growing, and so we continue to evolve and develop the product itself and our technologies. But we also are very conscientious about making sure that we're managing the user base and the server load and all that sort of stuff. And we have an absolutely brilliant individual, Mike Christensen, who does all of our programming for these type of this portal and our other software that we've developed. Him and his team, they do an absolutely amazing job. There is nothing else out there like this portal. And there's a demo. I'll pop the link in the comments if people want to go and watch a short demo where I show exactly how this trading portal works, and also breaks it down in a way that even somebody who really doesn't know trading can get how it works, why it works that way, and how important it is to you and what it can actually do for you, and how really simple it is to learn this system and use it. Yeah, I've got a video. I'll pop that in the comments so everybody can see that. So, but yeah, I was really excited about that, and I want to let our members know that yeah, we're just getting better and better. And the next couple updates that are coming out with the push notifications, which is the next big thing. So every time that there's a hot trade going on, your mobile phone's going to bing right away, with a message about that trade in real time. So anyway, it is an exciting time for everybody who's here. And it all starts with the free boot camp. So if you've never traded before, you have no idea how crypto works or anything, we have free training for you that'll show you how trading works, show you your first trade, get you comfortable with charts like you just saw, get you fluent on how to send and receive crypto. Paul's got some brilliant trainings in there on how to do that, how to buy your first bit of Bitcoin. All of that is covered in the free training, which is kind of amazing. We give that away for free to everybody, but I think it gives everybody a lot of confidence. I want to give a couple more shout outs here. And again, if you come on, just say hello. We've got Ademalo from England. Welcome. You've been around for a long time, man. So glad to see you here. And we already said hi to Dave and Lise. Everybody's coming out this morning and saying hello. It's great to see everybody here. And again, if you have any questions for us, feel free to drop them in the chat or in the comment section. We'll go ahead and go back and answer them. We'll cover that. Now, what are we doing here?
Before you carry on, I just want to address those people who are familiar with trading, be it stocks or crypto. And for those that employ a DCA strategy, your dollar cost average strategy, you'll be happy to know that our portal has a built-in calculator that we refer to as ladder buying that will actually work out positions for you based on your strategy. It's actually phenomenal. So even if you are already a trader, we 100% believe that our portal can actually boost your trading game. It's worth checking out. Like Justin said, check out the demo. I'm pretty sure it's going to blow your mind if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, actually, I'll really quick. I'll just show that, Paul, because I got that pulled up over here. So in the portal itself, so if you go through and there's a trade that you're in, like this trade here that I did the other day, our system will not only track your trade, your entries, your sells, your break even, all in real time, right on the chart. But you can also click on view calculators and it'll give you what you should actually be doing as far as like your lower positions and stuff like that, where you should buy potentially for a second buy, third buy for kind of dollar cost averaging into the trade. and then also what you should be doing as far as your potential profit and potential loss, so you know where you're at with the trade. It breaks all that down for you, and then it also give you a real-time running profit and loss and total profit and loss percent on the trade in real time. Pretty awesome stuff, dude.
It is pretty awesome. It really is. But folks, why we're here today is because we are going to be giving away some Bitcoin. But before we do, not sure if everybody knows, but today is Harving Day. And I'm going to break it down for you really quickly and also give you just some insight as to what happens, because a lot of people think it's a magical day when Bitcoin's automatically gonna double in price. It's not going to happen. All right, let's completely forget about that. It's not going to happen. The Harving Day was never and will never be a magic number go up day. Basically, what happens today, if you understand the concept of Bitcoin mining in the very early days, the first epoch, which lasted 4 years, and half of the available Bitcoin was made to be mined, the block reward was 50 Bitcoins per block that was mined. And every 4 years since then, it is halved and halved and halved. The next step was down to 25 Bitcoins per block, and then 12 and a half, and then 6.25. Now we're going down to 3,125, I believe, if that's the correct maths, Bitcoin per block that is uncovered. And basically what happens here is that the supply diminishes over time. This is a design that was built into the core of Bitcoin software, and it was done specifically to make it more and more scarce over time. Unlike other commodities that are infinite, Bitcoin is finite. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, and the remaining 1 million, or nearly 2 million Bitcoins will slowly be released. With this halving every 4 years, it will diminish over time the amount of Bitcoin made available to be mined, until the very last Bitcoin will be mined around 2140. So still like another 120 years to go before the very last piece of Bitcoin will be mined. But what will happen is along the journey, the block rewards will go to under 1 Bitcoin, and then under half a Bitcoin, and then under a quarter Bitcoin, and so on. It really is a phenomenal way that they've actually taken this approach. But Halving Day is when the block reward drops. It's based on the number of blocks between the first and the last one, a couple of 100,000, and it more or less works out, if you want to work it out at 10-minute blocks, it works out to approximately every 4 years. It's not exact, but it's pretty close, because sometimes a block could be uncovered in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Other blocks, it might take 10 minutes and 50 seconds. So it's not an exact science, but they have worked it out that today, and for wherever you are in the world, it could be very early tomorrow morning, that block reward is going to be dropping from 6.25 Bitcoins down to 3,125. And then for those people who are wondering, well, what does this do to the price? Historically, now this is not financial advice whatsoever, but historically what has happened when the halving has taken place is 6 to 9 months after the halving, there's been a bit of a bull run. Now, I'm not going to say that is going to happen again, okay? But I just want to point out the fact that today is not that day. Today, the block reward halves, that's all. Basically, supply diminishes, but we start seeing the effect of that in the months after the halving. 6 to 9 months time from here, we start noticing a significant uptick. Whether that's going to happen this cycle, we don't know. Like I said, do not take this as financial advice. It's not. I'm just explaining to you historically what has happened. But I can sure as I'll tell you that there never has been a halving where Bitcoin has doubled in price and people have made overnight fortunes. It doesn't work like that. Please, I see a lot of these memes and there's a lot of interest in what's happening today. And look, I spend a lot of time researching crypto, and I'm on Discords all over the place, and I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm reading a lot of stuff, and I'm on Reddit and all the different social media, and Telegram, you name it. Like, I'm everywhere, and I'm absorbing a lot of information. But what I do see coming out is a lot of misinformation regarding the halving, and people have this magical idea that they're going to be going to bed tonight and waking up tomorrow rich. It ain't going to happen, right? Like, please forget that. It's not going to happen. And maybe you're watching this video and thinking to yourself, well, I hope this guy is wrong. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like, it's just, it's not. What's that?
I say good advice.
yeah. Like, I just don't want to see people like throwing their life savings into Bitcoin now because they think that tomorrow it's going to double. Also, there's also like a very huge confusion between a halving and a fork, right? So let me just touch on what a fork is. A fork is when someone has taken Bitcoin and gone, oh, you know what, I can actually make this project better. And what they do is they take the code that is on GitHub, and they then clone Bitcoin, and they create an offshoot of it. And then basically your money doubles. No, that's also not how it works. The most significant forks that we can speak of. The very first one was actually something called Namecoin, which is not even around anymore. Nobody uses it. It's kind of a dead project. But the biggest significant forks from actual Bitcoin, the one was Bitcoin Cash. And then Bitcoin Cash itself was then forked to something called BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, which Craig Wright invented, saying that because he is the real Satoshi Nakamoto, that is, he's real Bitcoin and everything else is a fake, until he was proven a couple of weeks ago in court to be lying about the whole thing, and he is not Satoshi. So like those chains or those forks basically allowed people to double what they actually had. But the value of Bitcoin Cash was way less. If I remember correctly, it was probably around $300 at the time when the fork happened, and Bitcoin was a couple of $1,000. And the forked version did get some value, but it wasn't that much. When Bitcoin Cash forked to BSV, the same thing happened, where BSV's price was like completely minimal compared to the price of Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, please don't confuse the halving with a fork. This is not a fork that's happening. Sometimes a hard fork is required when there's like something wrong. They've done it on Ethereum and so on. But today is halving. There's no fork. There's no double your money. There's no wake up rich tomorrow. There's no.
I'll say this, Paul. One, good morning to FOMO. But the one good thing about these type of events is they do tend to create volatility. And I don't know if you saw last night, there was a huge dip trade, and it was awesome. I did not personally catch it because I was just involved in doing other stuff, and I've actually done awesome already this month. So, but I know some of our traders must have caught it and just absolutely killed it. It was fantastic. So that type of thing. And what's great about, I think, what we teach is you don't have to be the wizard who predicts the markets correctly. You don't even have to be really that smart or good at math or anything to do our system. Our system is totally reactionary. All the math is done in the system for you. And we just wait until something happens. And when it happens the way we want it, we trade it. And we just follow the system, and we rinse and repeat and do it over and over again. And once you do the boot camp and you see what we call squeeze bubble 1, 2, 3 money, which is our dip trade, you're going to have total confidence that you could trade with this system. I mean, absolutely. It's something that once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. So do the free boot camp. If somebody shared this video with you, or you're seeing this on social media, get back with that person, and they can get you, the free boot camp. Or if you don't have anybody who referred you found this randomly, you Google search, what have you, just email support@iCoinPro.com. We can see if you have a referrer in the company, or we can connect you with somebody to get you up and rolling.
Right. Justin, what I'm going to do is I actually want to address what happened last night, but I want to share my my screen, which I'll do in a second. But it's very weird that when when the news about Iran attacking Israel with the drones and the missiles about a week and a half ago, we saw a big dip. And then last night, the reverse. Israel then sent missiles over to Iran. There was another dip, and everybody's going, okay, but then why does the price go down instead of, because normally safe haven assets are where people fly to during times of strife, wars, and so on. And people are basically questioning whether Bitcoin is actually a good store of value or a safe haven during times of strife. And there is one thing that I do want to show you really quickly, which is actually very, very interesting. I'm just going to share my screen here quickly. Tell me if you can see my screen.
All right, I'm going to add it. There we go.
Okay, so basically, this was when Russia invaded Ukraine. The price of Bitcoin and the S&P 500. Look at what they did, and then they immediately recovered.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bitcoin immediately recovered, and we saw the same thing when Iran attacked Israel, and we saw the same thing last night. There was a massive dip, and then there was an absolute comeback, and now Bitcoin is actually sitting higher than what it was yesterday. I'm not saying that this makes Bitcoin a safe haven or a decent store of value. I'm just saying that it affected more than just Bitcoin, because also the S&P 500 was affected by this.
Yeah, shudder across all the markets. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So people need to realize that yes, during times of strife, wars, and so on, there is volatility. And I mean, we can see by this that when Russia did invade Ukraine, the markets dumped and then came back. Took a couple of days, and then things were back to normal. The last two, the Iran attacking Israel and Israel attacking Iran last night, the exact same thing happened. The Bitcoin dumped and then made an absolute comeback. Whether this is sell the news event, that you got to do your own research into this and have a look to see whether you want to be trading around times like this, because the volatility is really, really good. So just be aware of things like this.
Yeah.
Not saying that during times of war it's a great time to trade. I'm just saying that it does affect all markets. So just be careful.
Absolutely. Yep. And it's again, what's cool is you don't even have to be a guru. You just follow the system. You know what and that's it. And honestly, the smarter I try to be, and think I'm going to predict or figure out what's going to happen, I end up messing up my trades. It's like you just do the system and that's it. And I've learned that multiple times. That's how I developed the system. Is we have it nailed down. You just follow it, paint by numbers, do exactly what we teach, and you'll do fine whether there's major news events going on or not. Our system really does account for all of that. So, Paul, all right. We got to get down to brass tacks here.
We're going to be giving away some Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. I know.
Let me explain how you can actually win yourself some Bitcoin. Right. So we have a number of social media channels. We have YouTube, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, and we have Facebook. We also have a Facebook group. Now, if you follow us on social media and you like, comment on, or share our videos, your name goes into a draw. You get one entry into the draw for liking any one of our videos. For the last 7 days. It's a lot easier to keep track if we just look at, because we got videos that go out every single day. You get one entry into the draw. Then if you share, you get 2. If you comment, you get 2. And then if you are already trading with our system and you post your trades in our group, we give you an additional 2. And then what we do is we take everybody's names and we put them into anybody who's commented, shared our posts, shared their trading in our group, or liked any of those videos in the last 7 days. We put your names into a list, and then I run a little program on my computer, which then takes out a random name to win. And today we're giving away 2 lots because we didn't do a draw last week. Justin and Hart both had something on. So what we will then be doing is we're going to be doing 2 draws. We're going to be giving $100 today.
I think next Friday is going to be a no-go for you. You're probably going to be moving into your new home. So, which is congrats on that, Paul. That's so awesome. We'll just plan to not be here next Friday, and then we'll do a double draw the following week.
Yeah, it's only taken us a year to get this house, but anyway.
Yeah, it's been a little bit complicated because of moving to a new country, all that fun stuff. But one thing I do want to say, Paul, is if you do win today, what you need to do, you need to send an email to support@iCoinPro.com and let us know that you are the winner. And then also contact us on the social media channel that you won on, all right? And send us your email address that you're contacting support with, all right, from the account that won. That way we can verify that's actually you. We've had some scammers trying to create accounts with the different names and contact support, but we need a message from the social media, account that we're drawing today, letting us know that you are the person and the email address you've sent to support is correct.
Okay, there is something else I do want to touch on. Commenting multiple times on the same video, no. Like you can, if you comment 6 times, it doesn't matter. We're still only going to count 1 comment because it's a little bit unfair, and it's trying to game the competition. But Justin and I are on top of it. We may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. So let's give away some Bitcoin. I'm going to present again.
All right.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yep. And Lise says, congrats, Paul.
I saw that. Thank you. You know what's really strange? It's that when I go through all the entries, I start picking up names, new names, and who the repeats are, like the guys that are always engaging and whatnot. And I know, Lise, you're 100% in the draw because I saw your name. Also, Dave Aspel, your name comes up. Dude, like I love the fact that you are so engaging. Like the people that have been commenting here today, it was FOMU, and there's somebody else as well that they are always commenting, always engaging. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Justin also appreciates it. But anyway, let's give away some Bitcoin. Right. So I'm going to be looking for the first. Oh, iCoinPro drawing draw 1. Okay, so this is for the week before last. And we're going to find us a winner.
Oh, let's count it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. And the winner is
R. Jeramel on Twitter.
Robbie or Roby?
Yeah, Roby. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep, on Twitter, previous winner, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the second time that Roby's winning. Wow. Well done. Congratulations. Just please message me from that Twitter account on Twitter. Obviously there's part of our confirmation, and then also email us at support@iCoinPro.com, and we'll get your Bitcoin off to you. Right. Draw 2. So let's go.
Here we go again. And see who's going to win another $50 in Bitcoin. 3, 2, 1.
FOMU, also a previous winner. Also a previous winner, winning again. Well done. Well done to you.
FOMU.
This is what happens when you are loyal to iCoinPro. That's and right, you're always liking and sharing our content. Well done. Like I'm pretty chuffed. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Great job. All right. Okay,
so Robbie and FOMU, get hold of us. Let's send you some Bitcoin.
Awesome. So again, Paul, we will not be here next Friday. The following Friday, we should be back. We'll let everybody know. And we'll do a double draw again. We're going to keep giving away this Bitcoin. We love doing it. $50 every single week. in Bitcoin or crypto of your choice. You can actually choose other cryptos if you want to. So we will see you then. And again, for the winners, congrats. Make sure you reach out to support@iCoinPro.com, and then also reach us from the social media account where you won, the drawing from, so we can actually verify that it's actually you, and make sure we're sending this Bitcoin or crypto to the right person.
Right.
All right. And then Paul, again, we got, how long do we have now? Counting down 10 hours and 37 minutes, it says.
It's probably 60 odd blocks. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Which would make it about 10 hours.
Yep. So
Okay.
it's coming, everybody. So we could see some good volatility around that or not. We don't know. We just react, right? We react to the markets. We don't try to predict them. So we'll see what happens today. So, and again, the price could double, it could cut in half, or it could barely move. We don't know. We don't know until it actually happens. Okay. So we'll see what happens around that time. So everybody, again, thanks for joining us here. Congrats again to our winners. Paul, thank you for all you do to put this competition or this drawing together every single week. And congrats on your new home. That'll be exciting. Hopefully you'll be doing the next broadcast from your new home, which would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Yep. So, all right, Paul, take care. Take care, everybody. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.